Hello everyone, welcome back to our grammar class as we have already started tenses. Do you remember what we have learned in our previous classes? Present tense as well as past tense, right? Okay, so now in today's class, let us move on to the third type under tenses. Which one is that? Future tense. Okay, as we all know, future tense tells us about the action which is going to take place in future, and that action will complete in future itself, right? So let us see the definition of future tense. So what do you mean by future tense? Future tense is a verb form that generally marks the event or an action described by the verb as not having happened yet but expected to happen in future. So the verb here under future tense describes an event or an action which is going to take place in future. Not happened yet, but it is going to take place in your near future. It is called as a future tense. Okay, in past tense also we learned the definition. What do you mean by past tense? What do you mean by present tense and all? So what do you mean by future tense then? Future tense means under future tense the verb describes the action which not yet happened but the action is going to take place in future and complete in future itself. Okay, as we already learned the divisions under present tense and past tense, right? What are the four forms of present tense or divisions of present tense? Simple present, present continuous, present perfect continuous, right? Okay, so what are the forms or divisions of past tense? So what are the four forms of past tense? Simple past, past continuous, past perfect and past perfect continuous tense, right? Okay, now let us move on to the four forms or four divisions of future tense. Which are they? Simple future, future continuous, future perfect continuous tense. As we already learned the four divisions of present tense and past tense, so these are the four forms of future tense. Which are they? Simple future, future continuous, future perfect as well as future perfect continuous tense. Okay, now let us move on to the first division. Which one is that? Simple future tense. Simple future tense. So what do you mean by simple future tense? Simple future tense is used to talk about an action, okay, or condition that will begin and end in the future. Okay, so here's under simple past tense, it is used to talk about an action, or it tells us about an action or an condition which will be begin and end in the future. Okay, the action not yet happened yet. Okay, so it is going to begin and end in the future. Clear? So for example here, I will learn a new language. So I am going to learn a new language in near future. I will learn a new language. Here, see the formula. Subject plus will or shall plus a verb, that also root form of the verb. Root form of the verb. So what is the formula for simple future tense? Subject plus will or shall plus verb. That means root form of the verb. For example, write or talk here or learn. All these things comes under simple future tense. So what do you mean by simple future tense? It tells us about an action which is going to take place in near future. Means it will begin and end in future itself. Clear? What is the formula for it? Subject plus will or shall plus verb. That means root form of the verb. For example, I will learn. Will plus root form of the verb you can see here. I will learn a new language. I shall come tomorrow. Here come is the root form of the verb. So I will learn a new language or I shall come tomorrow. So these are the two examples under simple future tense. Okay, so there is another way to form sentences, or you can use simple future tense in this way also. Not only this formula you can use the formula and, is, are plus going to plus root form of the verb. You can use simple future tense in two ways. Clear? You can use simple future tense in two ways. One formula is subject plus be plus or shall plus verb, root form of the verb, or and, is, are plus going to plus root form of the verb. So in two ways you can form sentences under simple future tense. So for example, here we have written, I will learn a new language, which tells us about the future action or future event, right? The same thing here, I is the subject and we used, and going to be used, and learn a new language. This is the root form of the verb. Going to, you have to use here, which tells us about the action is going to take place in near future. See here, under simple future tense, you can frame sentences by using two formulas to describe or to refer any future event under simple future tense. In one way you can use a subject plus will or shall plus verb. In another way, one more formula that you can use is subject plus am or is plus or are plus going to plus root form of the verb. Clear? So this going to will describes us about the future event. That means the action is going to take place in near future. Clear to you? Okay. Now let us move on. Just see certain rules here. Okay. First one, use will after you, he, she, it or proper noun refers to a definite action or promise to do action. Here, will you have to use, when you have to use will and when you have to use shall, here it describes, okay. Will you have to use after you, he, she, it or proper nouns, okay. After proper nouns refers to what it tells us, what will tells us, it tells us about a definite action. It tells us about a definite action. That means the action is going to take place in future. Compulsorily, it will happen for sure. Okay. Or promise to do action. That means it is going to happen at any cost in future. Shall refers to an offer or possibility of doing an action, as we already. I shall come tomorrow. I'm not sure about it. Okay, so it tells us that I shall come tomorrow. I'm not sure that this action is going to take place in future or not. The shall refers that. But the will that you have to use after you, he, she, it or after proper nouns which tells us or refers to a definite action. That means, okay, that means here I will learn a new language, which tells us a definite action or the promise to do an action in near future. But shall refers to the possibility, it may happen in future. Okay, it will not tell us that action is definitely going to take place in future. Shall. Okay, but will refers to the definite action, shall refers to the possibility of happening of an action. Clear? So these are the two rules you have to remember. So under simple future tense, as I told you, two formulas also you can use, which is the first one, subject plus will or shall plus verb root form, or else you can use subject and is are plus going to plus root form of the verb also you can use. And there are two rules of will and shall. These two things you have to keep it in your mind while framing sentences under simple future tense. So now let us solve some of the questions here by using the formulas. Okay, the two formulas which I taught you already. The second formula which I taught you, that is am, are plus going to plus root form of the verb, that we can use while speaking or a common usage or in casual writing we can use it, but we can stick to will or shall plus the root form of the verb most commonly. Okay, so that is going to and all. In casual writing or in daily conversation we can use it. Okay children. Okay, now let us move on. The verbs written in the bracket that you have to change into future tense. Okay, here the first one is I dash the exam, okay, which tells us the definite action. So that's why use will, and attended, which is in past tense, so change it into future. I will attend. Clear? Okay, I will attend the exam. Next one. The policeman dashed the thief soon. Caught is there. Changed now. The policeman will, caught will be catch. Okay. So the policeman will catch the thief soon. Okay. Third one. We dash cricket. Played is there. The action is uncertain here. It's not sure. There is a possibility. So we shall, played will be play. We shall play cricket. We dash to win the match. Try is the verb here. Okay. So we will try to win the match. We will try to win the match. Try will be try. Okay. Now use here the second formula which I taught to you. Rahul is a proper noun here. Is, what is the formula for that? Going to, reading is there, root form of the verb, read. Okay, Rahul is going to read the book. Okay, again I am saying we can use will or shall always. Okay, this one or this formula, which formula is that? Subject plus is, are or am plus going to plus, what is that? Root form of the verb. This one you can use in casual writing or daily usage while speaking. Okay. So here this formula will or shall, subject plus will or shall plus root form of the verb we can use. Okay. This is most commonly used, this formula. Clear? So here I will attend the exam. The policeman will catch the thief soon. We shall play cricket. We will try to win the match. Rahul is going to read the book. So this is about a simple future tense. Now let us move on to the second division or the second form. Which one is that? Future continuous tense.